Hi, hello friends, welcome to my channel again. Now, today we are going to discuss some of the question that has been asked in the exam, IBPS exam and the SBI. So let's roll in. Okay, here read the question. It says Raz gives 60% of his income to his wife and the remaining he invested in mutual fund. So we can say first here is the income which we don't know, so we will take this as 100, right? As this is a question of percentage, we will take the income as 100. From this income, how much amount he give it to wife? 60, right? 60. So if he give 60, so how much amount remaining? So the remaining amount is 40. Up to this is okay, and this remaining amount he invested in what? Mutual fund. So I am writing as MF. Now read the next sentence. It says out of the money his wife got. Okay, this is wife's spelling mistake. So out of the money his wife got, that means out of the 60 rupees she spent 20% on grocery. So out of the 60 she spent on grocery on how much? 20%. So how much amount? 20%. So what is 20% of 60? 20% of 60 is how much? 12. No issue, right? 10% is 6, 20% is 12. Next, 30% on a rent. So on the rent, how much percent is? 30%. Okay, tell me what is 30% of 60? It will be 18, and then remaining, the question says remaining amount of 18,000 she spent on gold, right? So the remaining amount, so what is the remaining amount? Okay, out of 60 he spent 12 and 18. 12 plus 18 is how much? 30. So remaining will be how much? 30. So this 30 she spent on where? Gold. But this 30 according to the question is equivalent with how much? 18,000. According to this, in actual money it's equal to 18,000, right? So 30 is equivalent with 18,000. So what is 1 equivalent with? 1 is equivalent with, divide 18,000 by 30, so it will be how much? 600. Okay, so it will be 600, but we have to find his last monthly income, which is 100. So we have to find the equivalence of 100. So what is 100? Multiply by 100. So the answer is 60,000. And which one is the correct answer? Option number D is the correct answer. I hope you get it. Now let's move to the next question. Okay, next question. This type of question we have already done in the previous video, but anyway, let's discuss, because since it has been asked in SBI 2018, these are memory based question. Okay, so now let's read the question. It says the income of A is 150% of the income of B. So here you see income of A is comparing with income of B. So let me write it down like this. This is A and this is B. So I am writing IA means income of A and IB means income of B. So here according to the question it says income of A is 150% of income of B. So comparison of A is with respect to B. So which one we have to take? 100. We have to take B as 100. So if income of B is 100, what is income of A? It says income of A is 150%, so it will be A of income will be 150, right? Up to this is okay. Now then read the question. It says after that, and the income of C is 120% of income of A. So here again income of C is taking with reference to income of A from here to here. It says how much? 120% of this. So you calculate what is 120% of 150. How much is that? Tell me. So it's going to be 180. Okay, So I'm applying the shortcut. 100 means 120. How you'll calculate? See, 100 means 150, 20 means 1 by 5. So if you divide by 5, this is 30. So 150 plus 30 is 180, right? If you don't know, then check out my previous videos of calculation of percentage. Okay, so these are the value. Okay, so you can calculate the ratio also, right? Income of A, income of B, and income of C. Because in the next sentence it says that the total income of A, B, and C together is how much? 86,000, right? Instead of calculating the ratio also, you can directly calculate the sum, but it's better to calculate. Now let's cancel this. Okay, so and after that, any can we divide it by 2? No, right? Okay, now let's calculate what is the sum of IA, IB, and IC. All right, let's add the numbers. So 15 plus this is how much? 25, 35, and 43. Okay, so whole total is how much? 43. Now according to the question, the together is equal to how much? 86,000. So this 43 is now equivalent with 86,000. Also remember, whenever they give the number or the ratio, so it will be divisible, always divisible. Okay, so here 43 can divide 86. So what is 1 equivalent with? 1 is equivalent with 2000, right? Divide this by 43. 42 2 times is 86. Now what is the question? What is the income of C? So what is the income of C here? 18. So what is 18 equivalent to? So 18 will be equivalent to 2 into 18 is going to be 36, and put 3 zeros. So which one is the correct answer? D is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Okay, next question is here. Please read the questions carefully and try to solve it, okay, by pausing the video. Right, let's see the question first. Two numbers P and Q are 20% and 30% less than a number X. So here the numbers P and Q are comparing with respect to what? X. So we have P, and then we have Q, and we have X. So the number P is comparing with respect to X, so we will take the value of X as 100. Now this number we are discussing about P is how much? 20% less than. So if P is 20% less than X, so what will be P? P will be how much? 80. No issue with that? No issue, because according to the question it's given that P is how much? 20 less than, so we have to minus 20 minus from 100. Now next, Q is how much? 28 less than. Okay, so if you, so it's like this, 100 here, how much? 20 less than, so 20, and from here how much? 28 less than. So 100 minus 28 will be how much? 72, right? So these are the number. Now move to the question. What is asking is what is the percentage of that number Q is smaller than P, right? So it says what percentage. So we have to calculate the percentage. The number Q is smaller than P. So here they are asking about the difference. And what is the difference? 8. So what is the required answer? It is 8. Okay, the difference is 8, and the difference is comparing with respect to P or Q. It says the percentage that the number Q is smaller than P. So you are comparing with P. So in the denominator, which value will come? 80. The value of P will come. Then since we are asked to find the percentage, so we have to multiply by 100. So cancel this and this, then this and this. So what is the answer? The answer is 10%. So the correct answer is A. Let's move to the next question. This question is also been asked in IBPS PO 2017. Now let's discuss the question. It says Ramesh has 20% savings with him from his salary. So from his salary he save how much? 20%. So as usual we take the income. We take his income as how much? 100. From his 100, what is the saving? Saving is how much? 20. It says he saved 20%. So if you take the income as 100, the saving is going to be 20. If he saved 20, total expenditure will be how much? 80. So let's calculate the expenditure. So out of 100, if he save 20, so expenditure is going to be 80. Now again read the question. If expenditure on clothing is how much? 25% of overall expenditure. Okay, overall expenditure is 80. From here on clothing, according to the question, on clothing he spent how much? 25%. 25% of what number? 25% of 80. And what is 25% of 80? It's going to be how much? 20. Okay, you have to calculate 25% of 80, not from this income. Okay, because it says on clothing he spent 25% of overall expenditure, and overall expenditure is 80, so you have to calculate 25% of 80, right? Now, and after that it says, and his total expenditure except clothing. Okay, after all those he spent except clothing, his other expenditure is how much? 3,600. Okay, so on clothing he spent 20. So what are the other spending, other expenditure? Out of 80, if he spent 20 on clothing, so remaining 60 will be his other spending. But according to the question, it says that his total expenditure except clothing, that means minus clothing. So that means this 60 other expenditure. So this 60 is equivalent with how much money they have given? 3,600. Now what is the question? Find his saving. And what is the saving amount here? 20. So we have to find the amount of what? 20. So 60 is equivalent with 3,600. So what is 20 equivalent with? 20 is equivalent with how much? 1,200, and D is the answer. Alright, what we have to do here? From 60 to 20, if you want to get 20 from 60, so you divide it by 3. Okay, you divide 60 by 3, so you will get 20. So divide 3,600 by 3, so you will get 1,200 as the answer. And this is the answer for this this question. And I have taken off this question for your information purpose. And do subscribe to my channel to get more updates, and don't remember to press that bell button. Thank you again.